Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing good.
I'm doing well. I am feeling like I'm only just now getting into the swing of the new year, so just in time for March. But better late than never, right? So, anyways, I don't have much to say for this intro. Let's get right into Naruto. I'm curious to see what is going to be the next storyline. What is going to pick up? Are we going more with the Katsuki or are we going more with Danzo? Or another third thing?
The episode begins with Naruto having a nightmare. We see an attack on what I think is a temple. At first I thought it was someone using wind style jutsu, but I'm not sure. It just looks like there's a lot of wind in this temple. We see a man's arm transform, becoming beastly, and it's reminiscent of a werewolf transformation, and then we see the nine-tailed fox. I wonder what this dream means. Probably nothing good, right? Could this be a memory of the nine-tailed fox, or maybe some kind of premonition of something to come in the future? Interesting. Okay, so now I've watched some episodes from the filler arc, so I know that this is not to do with the larger story of Naruto, canon events, it's to relate to the filler story. But it is weird that this kind of implies that Naruto has premonitions, that he has dreams of the future, or maybe dreams of the past. I don't know, I haven't finished the filler yet. And look, Naruto is full screen now. Even after Naruto wakes, the dream lingers with him for a while. Also, I quite like the song that plays at the beginning. I've never let the intro play so many times, I think. Poor Sai is in the library busy studying how to be a person. This is endearing me to him. It's kind of sweet that he's taken an almost academic approach to sociability and friendship, and that he's putting so much effort into it. I think it's the effort that really kind of softens him for me. Sakura spots him in the library and kind of gets a hint of what he's studying before inviting him to visit Kakashi Sensei in the hospital to formally meet him. I never thought about it before, but he really is part of Team Kakashi without having met Kakashi himself. And now that I'm thinking about it, all of Kakashi's work trying to find a Sasuke replacement in the team was for nothing, because it wasn't even his own decision in the end. Naruto is brooding about Sasuke, which makes sense. I do like seeing the events of the story affecting him. He tends to be quite cheerful and upbeat, and I know that he does that on purpose to deal with the things that happen to him, and also to make those around him, I guess, not worry about him and also be infected by his upbeat mood. But I do enjoy seeing him be affected emotionally in a heavy way by the heavy things that are happening to him. I wonder if there's someone that Naruto can talk to about all the nine-tailed fox stuff, like an expert on Jinchuriki, how he can deal with all this stuff and how to move forward in the best way possible. Does Jiraiya know about that stuff, I wonder? But then if he did, I imagine he would have already shared all the knowledge he had with Naruto. Apparently Naruto wanted to be alone with Sakura because visiting Sensei in the hospital would be a good date, so he's slightly annoyed to see Sai joining them. The banter between him and Sakura really picked up right where it left off, considering how much time they spent apart, and it's kind of nice to see. They've become good friends. And Sai asks permission to join their conversation and wants to be more casual with them, possibly come up with nicknames for them. Sakura explains that nicknames usually come from an aspect of someone's personality, like how Naruto is a dummy. So Sai looks at Sakura and gives it a go.
Thanks for the advice, ugly.
She's objectively not ugly, so I do wonder where Sai gets this from, but I guess Sakura just isn't his type. In the hospital, Sai notes that Kakashi is well regarded in the Foundation, and that's my copy ninja, his reputation precedes him. Everybody knows that he's a badass. Naruto and Sakura explain how disheartened they are by Sasuke's progress. He's so much stronger than they are. And it's likely he and Orochimaru were probably using forbidden jutsu and drug enhancements, and that's why he's so much stronger. Drug enhancements wasn't even something that I had considered but would make sense. Kabuto and Orochimaru really are a match made in Frankenstein's lab. Kakashi has an idea for them to get stronger. Well, for Naruto to get stronger. Stronger even than Kakashi. I'm glad for this, but once again man is neglecting Sakura. But at least she's got Tsunade now. Sensei and Naruto are going to create a brand new jutsu just for him. And it's basically a monumental task that will require huge effort, commitment and time, much harder than learning a pre-existing jutsu like the Rasengan. And just as Kakashi is about to reveal his new faster method for doing this, Asuma and his team arrive. And Shikamaru and Choji are like, that's that guy from that time and I forgot that he made that terrible first impression. And poor Sai is like, what did my book say about handling situations like this? Ino thinks Sai is cute and I do know that they end up together, so that's unsurprising, but I do look forward to the development of this relationship. I'm a huge romantic and this is an interesting dynamic of she's very extroverted and a kind of a bigger personality and he perhaps doesn't even know what his personality is yet. So that's going to be interesting. Shikamaru tells Naruto that the next time they confront Sasuke, he'll be there to help. And shame man, Naruto missed the Chunin exams, just bad luck for him. It's wild that he's a Genin and he's faced these crazy powerful opponents. Asuma sends the kids to a barbecue restaurant so the Jonin can have a conversation. The Akatsuki are making moves and it's only a matter of time before they come for Naruto.
You guys don't need to leave me out of this. I'm just as concerned about the Akatsuki as you are.
I like this side of Shikamaru. Despite his supposed laziness, he seems to be a natural leader. Meanwhile, Sai is reminding me of Light Yagami with his internal monologue, hyper-analyzing every aspect of a social interaction. But at least in this case, he does not have nefarious goals and just wants to make friends. They've got Choji actually drooling before the barbecue and I find that a little excessive. And Sai, wanting to use a nickname, is about to call him fat.
Hey, were you about to say something?
No, it was nothing. Forget it.
Okay.
You know, I really admire Choji's approach to life. Just, okay, no big deal, doesn't matter. Just move on. No need to make problems where problems don't need to be. And it is nice to see them hanging out together just like teenagers, just having a good time with each other.
Ino takes her turn to introduce herself, so what nickname will he come up for her? And Sakura secretly wants him to call her ugly too, but Sai decides that he should try the opposite of his first thoughts, seeing as his first thought seems to be going so badly, and he calls her beautiful. And of course Ino is flattered, but does he think she's ugly? Ino also objectively is a baddie. And Sakura is quite angered by him calling Ino beautiful. We end with this couple doing a jutsu, I think to break some kind of glamour or like false image to get a hidden artifact, but it's not the one they're looking for, and the man really reminds me of Sasuke's father, but I think this is a setup for a filler arc that's coming soon and not a canon event. Tsunade gives Kakashi clearance to leave the hospital, and he wonders if this release has something to do with Naruto being capped out in his hospital room because he wants to resume training as soon as possible. Kakashi was right to be pre-exhausted by Naruto's desire to train. We also see that Kakashi's copies of Makeout Paradise are looking worn out and ragged, which is crazy work. I'm quite excited to see what Naruto's special jutsu will be. Sensei explains that he'll have to learn to change the nature and form of his chakra. They'll start by changing its form. He explains that the Rasengan itself, compressing chakra into a spinning ball, is changing its form. Changing its nature is like how he makes his chakra like an electric current in the Chidori. I enjoy this kind of world building and I appreciate this information. But we are reminded in this conversation that Naruto was not a good student at the academy.
There are 5 basic types or natures of chakra: fire, wind, water, lightning, and earth. The 5 great nations took their names from these 5 chakra natures.
And so we can have a clan like the Uchihas who excel at fire-style jutsu, which we have already seen. And I did look up what their clan symbol sign thing means, and it's supposed to be a fan fanning a flame. So clearly they take this fire thing quite seriously.
Before we get to it, I want to make a guess as to what Naruto's chakra style is going to be. The obvious guess is fire, right? Because he comes from the land of fire. But maybe it won't be fire. But not lightning either, because Kakashi said that he wasn't predisposed to being able to do the Chidori easily. So... gosh, I really have no idea. I just want to say fire. Maybe it is fire. Or... earth? Maybe? I'm just going to say he's got a fire style jutsu. Second guess? Wind. Yeah. Was that what the dream was about when it was all windy in that temple at the beginning? I see.
So I'm gonna go with wind. I like seeing Kakashi in full sensei mode. He was probably an excellent student. He did become a chunin at 6, right? So he must have been.
Well, now you know. Your chakra nature is wind.
Wind, huh?
It's a chakra nature that's perfect for battle. It can rip and sever almost anything in its path.
Oh, yeah! I knew it! I'm unstoppable!
I was right. Yamato arrives, revealing that Kakashi asked him to help with this accelerated training he's come up with. Naruto, feeling all excited, asks him the nature of his chakra, and Kakashi's like, go on, just tell him, we need to keep him engaged, like Naruto is a toddler. And then he does a very big demonstration of his earth and water nature chakra, like he really didn't need to make a whole waterfall. Kakashi explains that as you train and become a Jonin, you can develop multiple natures or multiple affinities and make something new like Yamato does to make wood style, which is earth and water acting simultaneously.
This ability to activate two chakra natures at the same time in order to create a new nature is known as Kekkei Genkai.
Guys, it's all coming together now. Naruto fires back with a bunch of questions like, what about shadow possession jutsu, or medical jutsu and expansion jutsu, and the Jonins decide to save that lesson for another day. I kinda wanted to know those answers too, but I can remain content for now. I also understand why they don't want to overwhelm Naruto with too much information all at once, seeing as he kind of struggles to comprehend what they've given him so far.
The Shadow Clone Jutsu creates actual physical copies of yourself, not just illusions, as with a standard clone jutsu.
Yeah, I know. Of course I know that.
When the jutsu is released and you're restored to your single original self again, everything that each one of your shadow clones experienced is now inside of you, stored in your memory banks, as it were.
That is very useful. Why is this a forbidden jutsu? Seems like it would be perfect for ninja spy work. Like, why was Naruto only able to learn this from that scroll? Naruto is apparently not getting this, and must Naruto be portrayed as such a dummy? Or is he simply a conduit for the audience? He struggles to understand things so that they might be explained again and again so the audience can understand. They do a physical demonstration, and finally Naruto gets it. Whatever the clones experience, you experience when they come back into your body. So Naruto can log hours and hours of training by using clones. That's certainly a handy life hack. But Naruto hasn't clicked this yet and keeps jumping around in his assumptions.
All right!
Where Master Jiraiya found the patience to teach the Rasengan to this kid is beyond me. I mean, give me a break.
He is quite impatient. So Kakashi slowly explains this divide and conquer approach. Naruto is the only one who could use this kind of approach because of his huge amount of chakra, which is 4 times as much as Kakashi's, and so can sustain shadow clones for long enough to complete a training regimen. And so Yamato is here in case the fox wakes up and goes crazy because all of this chakra going on in Naruto's body. And so Naruto and his many clones train to tear a leaf using only his chakra, and he does better than Sensei anticipated. And guys, I enjoyed this episode. Yamato is controlling the Nine-Tails chakra and Kakashi checks in with him, calling him Tenzo, and he reminds Sensei that he's Yamato now. The idea of changing your name like that is so weird to me. It's very intense. Is that the case for all Anbu operatives? Did Kakashi have a different name once too? I believe he was part of these special forces, and he does have the tattoo on his arm. Naruto grows frustrated and impatient, as Naruto tends to do, and wants the advice of someone who also has wind nature chakra. Sensei is like, I can think of someone who's probably playing shogi right now. The mention of shogi made me think of Shikamaru, but of course he's referring to Asuma, who is a jonin, who would be a master of his chakra, right? I like Asuma, and it will be nice to spend more time with his character. Shikamaru is skeptical and also impressed that Naruto is taking on this kind of training. His expression throughout Asuma's mini lecture is hilarious. I also wish we would have found out what his chakra nature is.
See these? They're my chakra blades. They're forged from a special type of metal that can actually absorb the bear's chakra nature. To activate it, imagine your chakras splitting in two and grinding against each other. Just as if you were finely sharpening the blade between the two halves of your chakra. Finely and sharply. That's the trick.
And so Naruto asks why not use a regular weapon, why a special chakra blade. Asuma throws his blade and it goes right through a tree and into a boulder, saying that if he wanted to, he could have made it go through the boulder as well. It gives a major advantage in battle, much more than a normal kunai. With this new advice, Naruto poofs his shadow clone, already utilizing the new information that Kakashi Sensei gave him. Shikamaru is concerned, wondering if Naruto can actually complete this training before the Akatsuki come for him. Maybe they should just hide him? But only Lady Tsunade can make that decision. Speaking of our Lady Hokage, she receives some worrying reports and she wants to send Asuma, but if she sends him, that's less strength in the village to protect Naruto. So, should she hide him? After what I imagine has been several hours of training, Naruto poofs his shadow clone so that he can absorb and reflect on the overall training from all of them. He's very fatigued by the experience, but of course he pushes himself further, and Kakashi is happy to let him do it. You know, plus ultra is kind of Naruto's motto. And now that I'm thinking about it, Naruto looks like he could be All Might's son. They both got that blonde hair and blue eyes and that unbreakable spirit. There's a cute little interaction of Asuma buying flowers for Kurenai and being kind of embarrassed about it, but really there's no need to be embarrassed. But he gets called away before he has the chance to give them to her, and I do hope he did eventually give them to her. Naruto successfully slices the leaf through hard work and dedication. Poor Yamato is exhausted, and Kakashi catches Naruto just as he's about to collapse from exhaustion, and I do like Kakashi's habit of catching them before they fall. Sakura and Sai run up to them, and I forgot to mention that Sai has been watching for a while, and Sakura came later. She lets Kakashi know that Tsunade wants him. Asuma stares lovingly and perhaps a bit creepily at Kurenai. You know, this is only romantic because we like Asuma and we believe that he and Kurenai have genuine feelings for each other, but if he was some random man just standing and staring at her inside of her house, we would not appreciate it. I hope that they're officially together at this point in the story because it's been quite obvious that they like each other. No need to waste time with these dangerous lives they lead, guys. If you like each other, just be together, don't waste time. And then we flash back to see him gifting earrings to his former students when they became Chunin. Well, when Ino and Choji became Chunin. Shikamaru was already a Chunin. And now in the present, they're all wearing these earrings, and the sudden focus on Asuma is suspicious. Is he going to die? He better not be about to die. Okay, now once again, now that I've watched a few episodes of the filler arc, I can see that they're just focusing on Asuma because he's a big part of the filler arc. So I'm relieved. Team Kakashi minus Kakashi plus Yamato joined the group just before Konohamaru and his team arrive. And he calls Asuma uncle, sparking Naruto to go, "Uncle?" And turns out that no one but Shikamaru realized Asuma was the third Hokage's son, Not even Ino and Choji. That's so weird. Surely they would know that. I knew that. Wouldn't the family of the Hokage be well known in the village? Especially with all the emphasis placed on bloodlines. I mean, Asuma is Asuma Sarutobi. But anyway, Team Kakashi is being sent on a mission, minus Kakashi who's being sent on a separate mission, and I am assuming that this is the beginning of the filler arc. So Yamato is going to go with Team Kakashi, and seems like these new bad guys want to destroy the decaying leaf so that the land of fire can ascend. Sounds familiar.
So I'm gonna stop here. I think that I am going to binge watch this filler arc. It's not that many episodes, and then pick up with the canon episodes after. I'm sure I can make it work. Naruto episodes are not very long. So yeah, that was a very interesting couple of episodes. I appreciated all the extra information about the chakra and the world building and all of that. It's always interesting to see all the work that goes into building a power system. But I did want to know more on like where do jutsu like the shadow position and things like that fit into the natures and the combinations, but not too important. So yeah, that's it for me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you'd like to say hi or say anything. I hope that you have a good day, a good week. I'll see you in the next one. I'm Kayla.